Hi, Dave Jones here again. We're going to look at the intro of the famous film The Simpsons. It's just a little melody. The only reason I put it up on the site is I sometimes use it with my private younger students when they're getting used to moving around. But I've also found that loads of adults like to play it too. So I just thought I'd put it up. Really, it won't take you long to learn. But there, as with anything on the guitar, any little melody you learn, there's always something, little tips that you can pick out. And if you're a beginner student, I'll play through it, and it doesn't take long, but I'll play through it, and then I'll give you a little close-up talking about using a thing called one finger per fret rule, which helps you navigate around the fretboard and play things much more smoothly than it does flying around with one finger all the time. And it's a pretty essential technique. So although this is quite a simple little tune for you to get, hopefully, you'll get something out of it as well. So I'll just play you through it, and then I'll do a close-up. Okay, so here we go. Okay, I hope you got that. I'll do a little close-up and talk you through the fingering if you're a beginner. Obviously, if you just wanted to learn the song and you're not a beginner, you can just take it away now. But here's a little close-up with a couple of little ideas. Okay, so when you're looking at this, if hopefully you've got the PDF or you printed it off or you're looking at it anyway, what you'll notice by looking at the frets, on the tab, you're playing at frets 2, 3, and 4 and 0, but no notes at fret 1. So if we were talking maybe classical guitar, this would be called like the second position. I don't want to get too much involved in it, but basically your first finger, because you're not playing anything at fret 1, your first finger can take care of all the notes at fret 2, second finger at fret 3, third finger at fret 4, and if we were going to, but we're not playing anything at fret 5, you could use your little finger. So by doing this, it stops you flying all around the fretboard with one finger. And the other reason for not flying around one finger is as soon as you play that note and move to the next one, that note dies because you've lifted your finger off. Whereas when if you do it in this method, the notes bleed into each other. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you this in little phrases because I'm assuming that if you're doing this, you're a relative beginner. So I'll show you in little phrases, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the 3rd fret of the A string with my second finger. If you don't understand how to read tab, there is a lesson up on how to read tab and rhythm on the site, so check that out first. But this one finger per fret rule is quite useful because if I start the 3rd fret on the A string with my second finger, when I go to the next note, which happens to be the 2nd fret of the D string, my first finger can already be hovering over it. And then the next note is the 4th fret of the D string, and my 3rd finger's hovering over it. And then the next note is the 2nd fret of the G string, and my first finger's already in that position, covering that fret. So, and then the last note is the open G string. So, and then the next note is the 2nd fret of the D string. I'll get it right in a minute. And again, I'm playing it with my first finger, then my 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, because that's already there, open A string, and then the next note's 3 times on the 2nd fret of the thick E string, and then the 3rd fret of the thick E string. So I'm using 1st finger, 2nd finger. So, and then the last, the 2nd line there is 2nd fret 3 times on the thick E string, 3rd fret again with the 2nd finger, and then the 1st finger moves down to get the 2nd fret of the A string, and then 4 more times. So, like I say, I hope you found that useful. It's probably not the sort of tune that too many people want to play, but I know that a lot of the younger people that I teach find it very, very useful and quite fun. But a lot of the older people I teach find it quite fun as well. So, but it has got something to it. It's got the idea of the one finger per fret rule, and get you moving around the fretboard a bit. So, I hope you found it useful, and I'll see you again sometime.